Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Ollie and this is Amber Talk. Games just finished. Newport County 1, Tranmere 0. It's a pretty good game. Going into it, there was a lot of talk about the last time we played Tranmere. Of course, it was at Wembley, the playoff final, conceding that very late goal. It was kind of like, could we beat them this time? And we did. Well, 1-0. Going into it, I was a bit worried because obviously we lost to Cambridge last week. So it's kind of seeing how we bounce back from a loss. But credit to the players, they did amazingly. Psycho Danny, he got his first league goal. Might be his first goal for us, I'm not 100% sure. But he played quite well. He really made himself aware in our final third. Gave the Tranmere defenders quite a lot of issues, and he played quite well. Brandon Cooper coming back into the squad from international duty with Wales. You could see how much we missed him last week when he was away. And it's always great to have him in that back line. He can really shape it up, keep control of it, and he's just an amazing player. It's going to be a real hit if we lose him in January. If he doesn't go in January, when he does leave, it's going to be quite sad and difficult to see where we go after that. Liam Shepard and Ryan Haynes, both in the wing backs, both had an amazing game once again. Liam Shepard is looking like such a steal, and he's really becoming a key player for us now. He's breaking into that player of the season debate for me, but we are only 6 games in, so we see how we go. But I really want to talk about the midfield today. Midfield was amazing. Josh Sheehan, Josh Labardi, and you can kind of put Scott Twine into that mix, but Sheehan and Labardi played amazing. We both know how great they are. They're both amazing players, and it's very relieving to know that Sheehan's going to stay here till at least January. If he goes to Bristol, then that's a different matter. We've got a few months of him, so let's just capitalise on this. But no, all round a great performance from the team. Good to see that last week's loss didn't affect us too much, but I think on the whole we played well. As always, I'm going to pass it over to the county fans, see what they've got to say, and I'll rejoin you at the end.
Well, we made hard work of that. That really was a difficult watch. Wasn't a great game at all, was it? And, let's be fair about it, the last 10 minutes of that game, which we should have put to bed, which we should have been comfortable in, it was squeaky bottoms time. Absolutely, really speaking, we should have put the game to bed. We're not taking chances. We're not finishing. We're not clinical. We're not really seeing teams off and putting them to the sword. And that's the only thing I'm a little bit worried about, to be honest with you, at the moment. Because we do play some nice football. There's no question about it. Tranny came down here and they, let's be fair about it, they wanted to disrupt the game as much as they could. They wanted to win cheap free kicks. They didn't, they knew their limitations. They knew that they were going to be struggling to match us in a football game. And whilst they didn't exactly kick us off the park, they didn't do that, but they did try and disrupt the game. And they were a big side. Manny Month, he's giant. He's a Goliath, isn't he? And Ollie Banks, well, before he was booked, Ollie, I don't know how many aerial challenges he went into and he was leading with his elbow, so he had to get booked. So that was a booking waiting to happen, and I suppose that it did restrict him in his in his misdemeanors after that, because he had to tread a cautious path, and then of course the sending off as well. I mean, what a ridiculous sending off that was. I mean, if I was his manager, I'd be banging him on the head when he got back in a changing room. Really put his team under the cosh. And yet the funny thing was, when they went down to 10 men, I'm not saying they looked the better side, but we started to struggle a little bit. It's almost like we came off the gas pedal a little bit. Not so much the gas pedal. I think it's like we didn't seem to play the flowing football that we played when it was 11 versus 11. We kind of like, we just kind of like sat off them a little bit and allowed them to sort of hoof the ball down the field and look for opportunities to set up set pieces. So we made hard work of it. I thought we really did make hard work of that today. So my overriding feeling after the game is that it's a great 3 points, because 3 points, any 3 points is a great 3 points. It's a bit daft thing to say, really, isn't it? Of course, it's a good win because we didn't play very well, I don't think. I think it was a pretty average performance by us. So we got the points, and what's so important again is that it's about getting the momentum back, because we lost last week. And having lost last week, it was really important, you know, to get the thing running and get the engine going again, and get the win no matter what. And at least we did that. Momentum is everything. Momentum really is everything, especially in our league, where there's so many sides that are so so similar in makeup and skill levels and all that sort of stuff. When you're winning, you're winning. When you cross that white line and you expect to win, it's a lot better and a lot easier than crossing the white line and hoping to win. So we're back on track in that respect. Jana took his goal well. I think it was Month actually that headed it back towards him, trying to clear the corner. But he was alert and he volleyed it in. So that was good. But I just wish Jana had finished the game off at the end when we had a 4-on-2 and the ball came across. I think it was Twine that slipped it out to him to the left. And of course he didn't finish the game off when we were really starting. You know, they were starting to get a little bit of, not a foothold, but they were starting to look dangerous in the last couple of minutes. The game was stretching. What's that about? The game was stretching. We're playing 10 men and we're almost dropping down to their level. But there you go. We won. So table's looking great. We won without playing particularly well. And I think it's Stevenage now on Tuesday. And Lenny Lawrence. Be nice to get a win up there, wouldn't it? And so, all things considered, another good weekend. And up the county to all.
Well, Newport County 1, Tranmere Rovers 0. I'm so happy with this. So happy with that win today. For it to be against Tranmere Rovers, for us to get a clean sheet and the win, loving it. Absolutely buzzing right now. I cannot fault them today. The only thing I will say, the only thing that I am a bit disappointed with is that there weren't more goals, because considering how many chances we created and how many shots we had, and they also went down to 10 men, I feel we could have got a couple more. But either way, a win is a win, and missing all them chances can sometimes come back to bite you on the arse. So it's good that we still went and got the win, and we now sit in second. Unfortunately not top of the league, because Cambridge went and won 5-0 I think today. So they're sitting top of the league and they're doing really well right now. Fair play to them, and they're the only team that has beaten us so far this season. So it just goes to show. And if we didn't lose to them last week, if we got a draw or a win, we'd be top of the league right now. But you don't win every game, and you do lose a few, like going down the road and that. Everyone loses a few. You don't go the whole season unbeaten, not usually anyway. I thought Ryan Haynes today was really good, up and down. Defensively he was good, attacking wise he was brilliant. Same with Liam Shepherd. I thought he played really well too. To be fair, the whole defence played really well though. I thought Mickey Demetrio was good, Brandon Cooper and Matty Dolan. I thought they all played so well today. I thought Josh Sheehan as well. He had such a good game. Right now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking we can go into most games and win. Like, why not? Because we got the team, and as games go on they're looking more and more confident going forward. They're playing with a lot more well, they're gelling, they're settling in together more, and you can see it from a fan's point of view. You can see that they like enjoy playing with each other, and they enjoy the new system, playing out from the back, possession game. Whereas last season, that hoofball, you could see none of them liked it, and it wasn't working. I think that something special is happening at this club this season. It's looking so good, and like I said, whatever game comes up, I look at it and say, why can't we go there and get a win, whether it's home or away? Whereas like in previous seasons, I've seen who we're playing, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe we can get a draw, or there's a slight chance we can win. But now I'm thinking, why can't we win? Why not? It's looking good. We've got the team, and although Michael Flynn, he's not completely like making me think, oh yeah, he's the best now, but he's winning me over because he's getting it so right, and he's playing good football, and the players are respecting him more and more. Also, I'm going to shout out Jana as well. I'm so happy for him to get his first goal today, because I think he might have needed that, because before you could see that he just wasn't really doing it. And they say you score one, you score a couple, so you never know, he might have just needed the goal to get himself up and running. I'm hoping so anyway, because we need competition. They can't just be a set formation, or a set people who are just like going to play week in, week out. You need competition. It can't just be Tristan Abrahams and Ryan Taylor, or it can't be Padraig Hammond, or it can't be Kevin Ellison. There needs to be competition, because that's how you get the best out of the team, because they all want to fight for their place. Josh Sheehan as well today, he was really good. Scott Twine again, playing really well. He's showing some real quality right now. Probably our best signing, and I'm just getting fearful that he gets called back early. I really hope he doesn't, because if he does, that's going to be a huge blow, massive blow if he goes back, because he's a big part of our team, very important player. But yeah, I'm not going to get too excited, but I genuinely think we're on for a good season. I genuinely do. I think we can push for promotion. Something good is happening at the team, and you can see it. It's looking really good. I'm very happy right now. But like I did just say, I'm not going to get too excited, because last season we started off really good and we fell away. Although last season, I will say, and most fans could say, we were paper and cracks last season. Like, we were winning, but we were riding our luck. Like, you could see, like, when we played Carlisle at home, they were the better team. But it took a 95th minute goal, really good goal by George Nurse to win it. When we played Scunthorpe at home, we only won 2-1, and they were 23rd in the league at the time, and you'd think, okay, we can win that by about 2 or 3. But no, we only scraped the 2-1. Port Vale at home, 1-0. We was only winning the games by just like one goal, and we weren't looking that good when we were winning. Say if we won the odd game or won a couple of games, we wasn't looking that good. But this season it looks a hell of a lot different, and the team that is playing now, you compare that to last season, that would run over that team. It genuinely would. I can't be happier, and like I said, for it to be against Tranmere Rovers, for them to talk, and now this has happened. They've come back, they've fallen back into League 2, and they're finding it very tough. They've started off so poor, and we're doing so much better than them. And for us to beat them, to get a clean sheet, is massive. I'm so happy. I cannot be happier right now, and we're sitting happily in second. I'm going to enjoy this for as long as it lasts. I'm not quite sure who we got next week, but yeah, whoever we get, I'm looking at it and thinking, we can go there and get something. Why not? We've got a good team. Our team's confident. Our team's just probably as good as theirs. We can go there and get something. Why can't we go and get there and win? Why not? So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this tonight. So happy with it. So happy with the 3 points. Big 3 points, clean sheet, and a win against Tranmere Rovers. I'm absolutely buzzing up the county.
another good quality win today. Very happy. I managed to watch the game in work. Quite quiet in the gym, so just sat at the desk and watched the games. Can't go wrong. I thought we were brilliant, especially first half. We really controlled the game. In fact, I thought we looked a lot more comfortable 11v11 than we did with Tranmere going down to 10. I feel like we were a little bit more complacent when they went down to 10 and thought we could maybe just coast a little bit. But at the end of the day, if we're going to make a real serious push for the top, then we really need to be killing off these games, especially when we're given a decent advantage, and considering that we did play really well. So it's just taking them chances and killing off the game is really what we need to be doing more. But at the end of the day, that's my only criticism of the game, is that we didn't score more. From our half anyway, I thought the ref was, I don't know, I'm not sure if he really knew what was going on, to be fair. He kind of just literally just winging it at times. I mean, at the beginning you could see that Tranmere were really trying to be physical, trying to force us out of our game. And evidently we started like that way. We kind of went tit for tat, and there's a bit of a game of tennis here and there. But you could see that they were quite a physical team, and quite they want to say a little bit dirty, because they are. And we done well to not completely get dragged into it. We rode it out the first couple of minutes of the first half, or the first quarter of the half, and then eventually we got into it, and then continued with our with our game plan, and we seemed to execute it quite well. Ryan Haynes, brilliant performer, brilliant performance again. I thought he was brilliant on the left, especially the first half. Kind of fizzled off the second half, but then Liam Shepherd on the other side as well, second half then also did really well. Labs, you could see, was just doing us so many favours in the middle, being a nuisance, winding up their players and getting them yellow cards and them fouls. And I'm going to have to give my man of the match to Scott Twine again, because he was just absolutely brilliant. His technical ability is amazing, and the fact that he can... It's similar to Josh Sheen. It's very similar players. Obviously, I think Scott Twine's a little bit quicker. But you see he can get himself out of pressure, but he's really good on the ball whilst dribbling. And he's got those cute little tins that can draw fouls really easy. So we've got two quite similar players in Josh Sheen and Scott Twine. So really nice to see. But overall, very happy with the performance. There we go. Midweek game now. I think I'm missing that. But hopefully everybody's all well. Hope you all enjoyed the game. And up the county.
Right then, here we are, Carpool Karaoke King. In the kitchen this time. So I mix it up a little bit. Cooking up a special after that game. Great game. County dominated, let's be fair. From the get-go. It's just brilliant to watch the County play at the moment. The ball is on the floor. We're using the width. We're stretching teams on the floor. And we're holding the ball up, but again, on the floor. And it's catching some teams out. Tranmere were dirty, let's just face facts. I mean, their fans, they can say what they want, but... It was horrible. They were horrible, absolutely just disgusting to play against. Ref was, I don't know who the ref was. Probably a Gwent League ref by the standard that he was refereeing at today. Great game for Shepherd again. Shepherd consistent. What else have we got? Oh, do you know what? Big one for me was actually Abrams. There's a couple of times in the first half he was fantastic holding the ball up and just running at their defence, causing them some problems. You had, I think his month on their team, he's a bit of a handful. Sacco, great to see him play. A couple of times the ball was just running away from him. I think that's just youth, really. So it's nice to see him almost get a full 90, but he's going to bed in slowly. Big talking point, though, was it a goal? Demetrio, he leathered it. I'm convinced it went over the line. Unless somebody can find a video to show me otherwise, I'm convinced it should have been a goal. First half, great. Second half, we fell asleep when they had the sending off. We did let them come at us, and we always struggle against 10 men. That's one of our biggest weaknesses. We always struggle. Don't know why. Don't know how. But another 3 points could have been easily 2 or 3-0. But we're looking very comfortable at the top. Nice to see us in the top 2 and looking like we deserve to be there. So have a good week.
All right, Amber Army, how about that? 3 more points, and we're still sitting pretty in the table. It's early days, but I think the brilliant start to the season that we've been having just keeps on going. Today, I think, was really nice because it showed that even when we were playing a physical opposition who didn't want to let us play the passing football that we've become accustomed to, we can still find a way to play a balanced game that allows us to play to our strengths and doesn't just resort to the long ball football that we've seen in prior years. I think the midfield did a really amazing job today. As soon as the midfield started growing into the game, we had a lot more balance in the team and a lot more good attacking opportunities. I think we've got just a really, really nice setup right now with Sheehan and Labadie and Twine. Sheehan just, every time he gets the ball, it's glued to his foot. He's doing fantastic things right now. You just know that even when he's playing from so deep, there's no sense of worry because he's going to make the right pass or he's going to make a good dribble or he's going to pick up a foul. And it's just so reassuring to have someone in the center of the park who you know is going to be playing that well week in, week out. Labadie, again, in the middle of everything. Good tackles, good passes. You know, we hope that these players kicking out at him stops after 2 weeks in a row. But, you know, he's the type of player that'll take that and grow from it and just keep fighting more in the game himself. And Twine, what a pickup he's been. He has a couple of shots every week that seem to make it onto the highlight reel. And he just gives us that attacking drive that we need to turn all of that passing play into something more. So another great performance. Great to see Jan on the score sheet. 3 more points, 3 more good ones, and let's go on to Tuesday and pick some more up against Stevenage.
So guys, that's that for this week's Amber Talk. As always, a massive thank you to everyone who submitted videos. If you want to be featured in the next Amber Talk, don't forget to submit your post-match videos into the Amber Army Facebook page. We're not looking for anything extremely long, 2 to 5 minutes, a bit longer if you want, but just get those videos in. We do really appreciate as many people submitting their videos, and we will try and get everyone in. Next Amber Talk now is going to be Tuesday night. We play Stevenage away, and that is a 7 p.m. kick-off. I believe it was 7:45, but it's been brought back, so you might want to make a change to that because you will miss the first half. No, but second in the table now. We can't really complain. Stevenage up ahead. So, yeah, all set for Tuesday night. As always, I've been Ollie, and up the county.
Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again, make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county.